everybody. Welcome to episode 4 of your daily AI news. I'm Noah McDonough.
Hey there, Noah. How's it going?
Going good.
Hey, we are live. All right. Well, my image is not there yet. Let's see if, now I'm in. All right, some exciting news today. Interesting news, at least for me. I saw one very exciting AI news. Let's see if AI is truly unfolding what that news told me it's unfolding. Excited for today, Noah?
Tell me a little bit.
We're live.
Lots of good stuff.
We are live. We're doing live. All right. Should we go straight to it? Let's get an overview of what we're going to see today. So at this first AI news, I have that artificial intelligence. It's solving an interesting. Let me even go to the specific. Of course, I do not have the window here, but now here it is. Artificial intelligence solves one of archaeology's greatest puzzles. That became very popular, I believe, recently for those who are interested in the topic, but we're going to go through that. So that's going to be the first topic we're going to approach.
Let's see. Are you actually sharing your screen? Or
no? Not yet, okay. No. So I'm just going through the agenda.
Gotcha.
So the second point here, Noah, it's going to talk a little bit more about Meta AI and LLaMA and the difference I instigated about this one. The difference between ChatGPT images and Sora images. At least for me, I love generating images through those. Not an expert yet, but I'd like to figure why are they. I get the impression that they're pretty different. You know, I don't know if it's the prompts that I've been using or I have not used Sora enough, but I do think that there's a difference there. I'm not sure what's the difference though. Let's see if we can figure out. Fonts, brief approach on fonts to see if AI is good to identify fonts for those interested in the topic. Exciting news for me. I watched a movie this weekend. I told that to Noah and whoever would listen, I would say the same thing. I write some scripts. My interest is film production. And this weekend I watched a movie that has so many similarities to one of the scripts that I'm writing that got me excited to go back to that script. So today I want to see if we can make a pitch or a proposal with the script using AI, if it's decent, and see if we can even generate some images on the topic. So that's going to be most of the topics, but if you guys bring anything new, we can definitely talk about questions and anything right here. So anything you want to add, Noah? Or
just to remind everybody, please use the YouTube chat tool to converse with us, ask questions or make comments. We love to hear your feedback. And really, this is us just bumping through the tools in a trial and error method to try and demystify, AI for folks. And hopefully you learn from our successes and our mistakes.
Yeah.
So
learn with us. All right. So let me try to share the first topic here. Let's see. Oh, and guys, make sure to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and leave your comment. All right. Let me get back to my screen. So share screen. Window, boom. So that's the first one. I don't know. I think it's let's
see. And now we're in.
Are we in?
Yeah.
So maybe that's a regional thing. I don't know if those images, known as the Nazca Lines, are known for most of those who watch AI stuff, but they try to blend AI with this very interesting historical figures, symbols. And the title called my attention. Artificial intelligence solves one of archaeology's greatest puzzles. So as some of us who follows a little bit of news knows, there is probably a chance that we are not gonna really see the answer oops, I left the window. We're really not gonna actually see the answer for that discovery. I wish we would do, because once we go to the subtitle, we have AI is unlocking the secrets of the Nazca Lines. This is what I'm looking for, right? And that's what it's on the title.
Where are the Nazca Lines located?
So they're South America, if I'm not mistaken, Chile,
Okay.
and revealing. And here is where the trick comes. The trick appears is revealing 300 new geoglyphs in just 6 months and reshaping the future of archaeology. I don't want to leave any of you guys like with an idea of what it's about to. We're about to check it out on the info here, but it's just my observation, right? Because okay, so revealing 300 new geoglyphs is one thing. Unlock the secrets of the Nazca Lines, it's another thing. But let's see what we can see over here. If we see anything interesting. So, for Peru, that's where it is. For over a century, the Nazca Lines in Peru have puzzled archaeologists. These massive geoglyphs, created by the Nazca people between 200 BC and 650 AD, cover vast areas of desert, depicting animals, plants, and tools. Many of these intricate designs, only visible from the sky, have long eluded full understanding. Now, a collaboration between archaeologists and artificial intelligence has uncovered 303 new geoglyphs in just 6 months, doubling the known total. This breakthrough, made possible by AI, has provided fresh insights into the purpose of the lines. So this is kind of what I'm looking for. And not that it's not interesting that they uncovered 303 new geoglyphs, right? I do think it's kind of an exaggeration to attribute everything due to AI. So I'd like to know what element of AI precisely helped that, right? I think that's just an over attribution to AI, or maybe I'm just talking something that I
just being a natural skeptic,
right? A natural. Hey, thanks for that. That's exactly what I needed to hear.
Which is good for this kind of stuff, right? You never know where your media is coming from. It seems like
I was thinking how I was gonna put it. Probably the individuals who are developing the tools for this are the ones who are their public relations, right? Their PR are creating these news.
Yeah, so you got the marketing people involved.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, we're gonna have ours as well eventually, right?
They got us reading it, right? I guess they did their job.
That's true.
To make it accurate, that's somebody else's job.
Yep. So it has provided fresh insights into the purpose of the lines, and this is what some of us are looking for, and including me. It has provided fresh insights into the purpose of the lines, as reported by Science Focus. This discovery marks a significant leap forward in solving one of archaeology's greatest puzzles. It's definitely a great puzzle. Then let's keep it on. The power of AI in archaeology. So researchers, including Professor Masato Sakai from Yamagata University's Institute of Nazca in Peru, have partnered with IBM scientists to teach. Oh, there you go, IBM scientists. And IBM surely developed incredible technology to teach AI how to analyze massive swathes. Swaths. Here, let me do this. What is swaths? A broad strip of area of something. Gotcha. Swaths of aerial imagery identifying previously hidden geoglyphs. That's pretty cool. This collaboration has significantly accelerated the process, making it possible to conduct surveys in a fraction of the time it would normally take. That's definitely very good, very impressive, and extremely useful. As Sakai explains, the ability to conduct the survey in such a short period was thanks to the use of AI. Awesome. AI is not only helping to identify more geoglyphs, but also changing how archaeologists approach to the study of ancient civilizations. In a way, right? It's like any technology, it definitely improves the speed or remove some parts positively, remove some parts of the workflow, which it makes much faster, and it gives new maybe new insights. So AI can spot patterns that might have otherwise gone unnoticed by the human eye. Perfect. Offering a more efficient and precise way to map and understand historical remains. The success of AI in the Nazca Desert is only the beginning, okay, as the technology is already being applied to other archaeological sites across the world, from burial mounds to shipwrecks. Awesome. And do you hear any points, or I think it's pretty broad there, right?
Yeah, no, pretty interesting stuff though. I'd like to see how that kind of pans out over time.
Right. So let's move on, revolutionizing the study of ancient civilizations. So the Nazca Lines represent one of the first successful uses of AI in archaeology. I definitely want to see AI in archaeology. And I bring a funny story, right? Like there was this legal situation where AI was, I don't know if they were using it or they just prohibited before AI started being used for enhancing images in crime scenes. So it was prohibited, not that they were using it, because it would, the image enhancement add details that were not there.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah,
if you go to a
totally see
crime
that.
scene,
Yeah.
right, and you,
Kind of like the lie detector test is inadmissible evidence, right?
Is it?
Because yeah, it's not a perfect science.
there you go.
Although this is different. Lie detector tests aren't intentionally changing things. Where I think, at least in my experience in AI, it does try to modify stuff. So yeah, that's yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if there is an enhancement that can, yeah, I don't know if it's possible to have the enhancement that does not add something that, yeah, there's is my to finish my line of thought here. If you're gonna enhance, you need to add things there, right? Unless you were changing the light of the environment, that would be different. That would be something applicable, that you are not adding something that is not there before, besides the light, just illuminating the environment. I don't know. Okay, going off track here, but let's move on. So the Nazca lines, one of the first AI technology, the lines which were created by scrapping away. This was very interesting for those who do not know how those lines they are created. So they are created by scrapping away the top layer of soil to expose lighter colored material underneath. Are intricate and precise. So that precision, sometimes it's what puzzles some people. But I do see that if you have three generations that pursue that thing, they are able to develop a method that can bring high level of precision, especially if it's a cultural or a sense, in a sense, a religious pursuit. Then it's the mobilization of whole communities for that pursuit, and it develops in a natural development. Uh, so showcasing the Nazca people's advanced understanding of geometry and proportion, which I give a break here, because not necessarily, right? The understanding of geometry and proportion are elements of the mind, uh, and the expression of the mind, while that the practice of such things, they are not expressions of the mind. Am I going too far here, Noah?
No.
Does it kind of make sense?
It does. Yeah.
Yeah, so it does not necessarily they have an understanding that they would explain you what they are doing, but no, it might be just the practice of such things, right? It's not because the fastest animal perfectly exercise their body into a kind of perfect combination of motion that they know how that works. All right, let me move on here, or else. Mary Reich, a German mathematician, a German mathematician and astronomer, spent decades studying the lines, noting their perfect proportion. Now AI is helping us uncovering even more of these designs, shedding light on their possible meanings and functions. Historically, archaeologists relied on traditional methods such as ground surveys, photography, and manual mapping to study these ancient sites. However, as Dr. João Fonte, an archaeologist with which it makes more sense, era archaeologia, points out, archaeology is really at the forefront of innovation in terms of adopting digital tools. This, so the ones that should have the emphasis, I think that would be my point, are the archaeologists. They are, it's not AI, right? So AI is a tool that is enriching the archaeologist's work.
Yeah, that's an interesting one for me. It wouldn't, I mean, not that it doesn't make sense. It just wouldn't have been the first one to come to my mind to be one of the early adopters. So that's interesting in and of itself.
Yeah. And in addition to AI, archaeologists are now using photogrammetry, which is something else there,
I don't
and
even know
remote.
what that is.
Right? Here, let me see if I can. So the use
make
of
grammar better?
Oh yeah. So the use of photography in surveying and mapping to measure distancing between objects.
Okay.
So it's just a means to observe the proportions, at least in this sense, right? And remote is allowing them to study vast areas more quickly and with greater accuracy. Yeah, so this, I think it's what I'm looking for, at least for me, but it is overall, it's still very interesting, right? So new insights into the Nazca Lines purpose. One of the most intriguing aspects of this AI driven oh, by the way, I just checked here, Noah. We have a comment there on the...
Yeah, they were just pointing out that it's a tool to be used by humans, not solving this stuff on its own.
Perfect. Yeah. And that's the thing, right? And I think that's precisely the point that I made, right? Because it's not really solving that problem. Which, let's see, maybe I lost something here, but let's keep it on. That's what I wanted, though. I mean, that's that's
everybody wants the answer, right?
I wanted them. Did you solve the mystery? Hey, you got me hooked. Oh, gee. So new insights. One of the most intriguing aspects of this AI-driven discovery is the potential to better understand the purpose of the Nazca Lines. Sakai's team suggests that many of the new geoglyphs were part of a ritual walkways. So I can agree with that, and I personally would imagine that before the AI, right? Like on the first moment, I would imagine that, just like the Egypt pyramids, right?
Pyramids. You got me on that one.
I can't.
Oh, the pyramids. Right.
That was a joke. The pyramids. So the Egypt pyramids. Yeah. The cultural. It's a combination of the cultural and the religious aspect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pyramids, where an individual would walk along the lines to engage with the landscape and commune with the gods. AI's ability to identify these new sites has helped confirm that the geoglyphs were designed not only as artistic expression, I could see that, but also as spiritual and cultural symbols. So this is a conclusion that I believe was there already. I don't think it's something discovered by AI. Definitely AI helped bringing more confirmation to what was already thought of. But let's keep on so I make sure I'm not just... the AI system's ability to process large data sets and identify geoglyphs that may have previously gone unnoticed opens up new possibilities for understanding the Nazca civilization's connection to their environment, as well as their advanced knowledge of spatial design and astronomy, which I hit on that same key, which it's not necessarily that you need an understanding in the sense which we know today, theoretical understanding, but if you have the practical generational application of it, you're gonna develop something that it's complex without the necessity of the intellectual expression of that practice. Have I gone too far here or
no? I think we're good.
So the future of AI in archaeology. While AI has already revolutionized the study of the Nazca Lines, not sure about that. The technology has vast potential for a future of archaeology. Definitely, I agree with that. Dr. Alexandra Kadimitro, and an AI and archaeology expert at the University of Southampton.
Southampton.
Southampton. Is that United States?
I'm sure we have. I would. That looks like England to me, but.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, England. Seems like it's England. Is developing tools that could help archaeologists identify a wider range of historical sites. This is amazing. This is something that I definitely think it should be done. Her work demonstrates that AI can not only detect visible features like geoglyphs, but also interpret complex relationships between these sites and other environmental factors, such as their proximity to water or their position on a hill slope. So I would change that interpret with a sort of a brainstorm. It could give ideas, but I would not fully go for the interpretation of AI, right? At least at the moment, I can change my mind in the future. The applications of AI in archaeology extend beyond geoglyphs and ancient art. In 2023, researchers from the United Arab Emirates used AI to analyze satellite data from the Saruk al-Hadid site, a copper smelting center from 1270-800 BC. AI provided insights into the distribution of artifacts and helped archaeologists prioritize excavation efforts. This technology could also assist in studying sunken shipwrecks, buried cities, and even climate change impacts on ancient sites. Surely a welcome technology. It definitely is a technology that is going to improve the workflow exponentially. I think that, right?
Yeah, I think it's going to be real interesting too. Like just in my little poking around with stuff, the deep learning. So like you can imagine if you're using the same AI technology to excavate a bunch of sites, let's say in Egypt, it's learning from that stuff. So then you go to excavate more sites, it can reference the the findings and the data from the previous ones. So it's going to be iterative and get better and better as they utilize it.
Yeah, and the speed in which you can compare, like you just bring the information, and the speed in which AI is able to compare that information, match the information, bring and once more brainstorm kind of the possibilities there. That's something that impresses me in a sense, and I believe like it truly is in the beginning of the application of AI in those in that field, archaeology. But yes, it's definitely welcome. But once more, I feel like the core of that work is the archaeologist, not AI in itself. AI definitely provide possibilities and improvements.
We had a viewer just say it'll be interesting to see new theories being exposed.
Yeah, exactly. And that in a sense, that's a very good point. And in a sense, imagine like this, right? So AI has like all the information that we have online. If we ask AI to build a theory, AI is gonna can build any theory, right? For the most creative, for the most convincing. Yeah, but I believe that AI is gonna tell it's a theory, but theory also in the sense of historical possibilities. That's another thing that I think it's interesting. That definitely it's very interesting. Let's see how that's gonna unfold. I'm excited for that. For this new. It's like a new step of age of information, right? And so the risks, and by the way, thanks for the chat there. The risks and limitations of AI in archaeology. Okay, so despite the promising results, AI is not infallible. Okay, Sakai's team had to manually verify AI's predictions, scrutinizing dozens of suggestions. There you go. So that's that comment here matches with this point, I guess. Manually verify AI's predictions, scrutinizing dozens of suggestions for each new geoglyphs. AI isn't perfect, especially in archaeology, says Dr. Karamitro, but in a few years' time, we might be able to develop algorithms with very good accuracy, helping people save time, energy, and money. Boom, that's excellent. As AI technology improves, it is expected to become even more accurate, allowing archaeologists to explore more areas with fewer resources. The ability to automate the detection of sites could drastically increase the speed and scope of archaeological research, uncovering hidden treasures and unlocking the secrets of ancient civilizations. Okay, just it inspires people for AI, but here would be my point, right? Did AI solved one of archaeology's greatest puzzles?
Doesn't look like it from what you just read to me. No.
Right. So that's the
Sounds
thing.
like it provided some interesting predictions.
Yeah.
And maybe analyzed some interesting things.
Yeah, but I do feel like this is it feels like this is like the rule of news or things like that, right? Or public relation, I would guess, that it has that hook.
One of our viewers said no and no.
There you go. Man, that's amazing. Yeah. I mean,
we just wasted all your time.
for a good purpose. Time wasted for a good purpose. Enriching waste of time. Let's put it like this. But yeah, you brought some interesting aspects. This is for those who didn't knew about this, the Nazca Lines. It's very interesting, the Nazca Lines. For those interested in the topic, there was even an event. I don't remember the source. It just came out of memory right now. That was amazing. There was a group that they would go to farms, and it seems like on the unfolding, I think there was a documentary. On the unfolding of that documentary, that group was I don't remember precisely right now, but it seems like that group would do similar shapes, and people would believe it was UFOs. And but the farmer would make money because people would pay to go and look for those shapes. But it was a group of a few people that would make complex geometrical shapes. It was like, that's like I said, if this is a ritual thing, it's generational. Imagine like a group with a little bit of practice making complex shapes as well. On, I believe it was cornfields. I don't remember precisely. But yeah, that's another
like the
topic.
Crop circles or whatever.
I think that's what it was. I think that's exactly what it was.
A lot of that was turned out to be a hoax, I think.
No, exactly. It was just a group of people who do that, and then the farmer would just make some money out of it.
What do you do for a living? Oh, I make crop circles.
Right? Not bad, right? I mean, it depends on how warm it is, or if you're. All right. Hey, I mean, that's a topic there. Definitely AI is definitely a tool that it's gonna, just like they said by the end there, it's gonna definitely improve the processes and save a huge amount of money. Yeah, but there, once more, the credits for the archaeologists. I persist on that. They are the ones who are gonna truly give the info.
Yeah, it's really powerful at organizing data and then also proceduralizing steps. So I could see that alone being of great use.
Yeah. Hey, and thanks again. I mean, that's for the viewer. It's interesting to see how AI is being used in this area. Exactly. I completely agree with that. And once more, it's just the beginning. Wow. It's gonna only get better. That's my expectation. I'm optimistic in that sense. All right, Sir Noah.
So I got a notification this morning before preparing to come in and do this video cast here from Facebook saying that Meta AI is now available. And so we just figured we'd Wild West style this and just dive in and check it out. For those of you that might not be familiar, Meta actually is the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, which are both social media platforms. Instagram's a little bit more image based, I think, than Facebook, but they both handle that. And so we thought we'd take a stroll, as it were, through Meta AI with everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Let's see. So I've just got my browser up. Let me go full screen for this one, just so you can see the URL and everything. So I'm going to just do Meta AI. And when you go into Meta AI, so I'm just going in through Google here as a search, it'll ask you to log in. Let's see though, I think we can do this. Bring us back here so you can see us. It'll ask you to log in, and you can choose various ways to log into the tool. As far as I know, it's all free. I don't know if there's a paid-for version or will be a paid-for version of this tool. But it's accessible both in mobile app and on the computer, which is what I have up right now. And what I did is I just used my Facebook login to be able to use this tool. But you can also use email addresses or cell phone number or whatever. It looks and feels a lot like any other AI chat tool, like ChatGPT or Perplexity or Gemini. And so one of the first thoughts I had was, okay, well, here's Meta AI, but then we also have Instagram, which I've used extensively for using AI to modify and generate images. So, like, what's the difference between Meta AI and LLaMA is
LLaMA.
Actually the tool, or what they call the tool that Instagram uses. So let's ask it that. What is the difference between Meta AI and Instagram's LLaMA AI? And you can see that there. It's ripping this guy down for us. It says Meta and Instagram's LLaMA AI are essentially the same thing, powered by Meta's latest large language model, LLaMA 4. The difference lies in how you access them. Okay, so key differences are bullet pointed out for us. Let's see, access points. Meta AI is a standalone app that brings together all Meta's AI tools into one place, while Instagram's LLaMA AI is integrated into the Instagram platform, allowing users to interact with the AI assistant directly within the app. Okay, yeah, and I think that suggests that I don't think you access Meta AI directly through Facebook, for example. I think like it shows here, it's its own standalone piece. See, personalization. Meta AI uses data linked to Facebook and Instagram accounts to provide personalized responses, making it more tailored to individual users' preferences and interests. Features. Meta AI app includes a Discover feed. Yeah, this is an interesting one. I think this is where it's unique compared to any of the other AIs. You can, in a little bit, might be some cautionary stuff here. Discover feed, where users can share their AI interactions, explore, and engage with others' posts, similar to a social media feed. So I interpret that as meaning it would be, what I've found just organically is the way that my fellow human beings use AI varies quite a bit. Like the way that Rick uses AI when we first met versus the way that I was using it was worlds apart. And now I've adopted some of the same things that he utilizes. So I think what this potentially allows for is for us to see the different kinds of prompts and different types of problems that people are using AI to create solutions for and pathways for, which is a lot of what we're trying to do in this show by itself, right? Is one, explore for ourselves, but also show the world, hey, I use this to try and solve this problem, and this is the result.
And Noah, let me even tell you something. You know what AI cannot do? AI cannot like our live and subscribe.
No.
So for the viewers who are watching, make sure to like and subscribe. And
Yeah. Nice segue there.
Right?
I'm pretty sure AI can't grow a mustache either. But
no, that's true. Hey. But go ahead. No,
and then let's see.
Broke your line of thought. I hope I did not broke your line of thought there.
No, not at all. How LLaMA AI works. Uh-oh, we got a comment here. Yeah, AI is still dumb that way. Yeah. Okay. LLaMA AI models, or no, how LLaMA works. Powered by Meta's LLaMA 4 model, which is designed to deliver personalized response based on user data. It can process and integrate various types of data, including text, images, and code. And it's available across multiple platforms, including WhatsApp, Facebook, and Messenger. Okay. Scout, a smaller model designed to run a single NVIDIA H100 GPU with 17 billion parameters. And we're getting into some nitty-gritty here for LLaMA AI models. Then there's Maverick. So that was Scout. And then Maverick is a different one. A mid-size model with 17 billion parameters and 128 experts, featuring more advanced capabilities. I don't know what it's referring to when it says experts. We could ask it that. Then there's Behemoth. There's a good name. A larger model previewed by Meta, considered one of the smartest large language models in the world. And then it gives us some references there. Okay.
That sounds complex.
Let's see. Let's try and ask that question. What do you mean 128 experts? In the context of, oh boy, large language models like LLaMA, AI experts refers to techniques called mixtures of experts, or MO. This approach involves dividing a large model into smaller specialized submodels or experts, each trained on a specific task or types of data. How it works. When a user inputs a query, the model determines which experts or expert are best suited to handle the task. The relevant expert then generates a response based on their specialized knowledge. This approach allows the model to scale efficiently and improve performance on complex tasks.
It's like a subspecialization on AI training. Don't know if that would make sense. But wow. Yeah, there it is. Specialization.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, on a practical side of things, as a comparison, we figured we'd just ask Meta a similar comparison question for ChatGPT.
Yes.
So what's the difference between ChatGPT images and Sora images? Because they're both, much like Meta is basically the umbrella that houses Facebook and Instagram. OpenAI is the umbrella that handles ChatGPT and Sora.
Exactly.
So we want to see the difference between those two. So let's say, what's the difference between ChatGPT images and Sora images? ChatGPT and Sora are both AI models developed by different companies with distinct capabilities and focuses. Oh, okay, I guess so. I don't know if if it is under the umbrella. But it
Huh.
says ChatGPT images generated using DALL-E, a text-to-image model developed by OpenAI. DALL-E uses a combination of natural language processes and computer vision to generate images based on text prompts. ChatGPT can integrate DALL-E to generate images based on user input. Now let's talk about Sora. Sora is a text-to-video, so instead of text-to-image, that's text-to-video model developed by OpenAI, so it is the same company, which can also generate still images. Sora uses a diffusion-based approach to generate videos and images from text prompts. Sora's images are likely generated as part of its video generation capabilities. Key differences here, Bullet pointed out for us. Model architecture. DALL-E used in ChatGPT and Sora are built on different architectures.
Yes, that's what
which can result in
thought.
distinct image generation styles and capabilities. Training data. The training data used for DALL-E and Sora might differ, influencing the types of images they can create and generate and their overall quality. Purpose. ChatGPT's image generation is often focused on illustrating concepts or generating creative artwork, while Sora's image generation is part of its broader capability to create videos.
Awesome. So this was pretty good, but can you ask? Because I think ChatGPT does not use DALL-E anymore. I think they updated that. So let's see that.
Does ChatGPT
Truly uses
still use
DALL-E?
DALL-E, right?
Mm-hmm. I think they changed that recently. And then we can ask about the model architecture. I don't want to get too technical, but that's something I think we did.
It looks like it's still, I'm not going to read all of it, but it looks like it's still available through a dedicated
It's
GPT.
no longer default. There you go.
It's,
Yeah.
It's using 4.0.
Perfect. Yeah, that's what I. So it's the 4.0. So that was not truly. Are you using ChatGPT? Are those questions made on ChatGPT or a different?
This is Meta
Meta
that I'm asking,
Gotcha.
which is funny because we probably should be using the native tool, but
I mean,
it's
hey,
interesting. Right?
They should give precise information.
Yeah.
Let's not get too technical. Ask about the architecture. So what's the base in 30 words? What's the basic different architecture between ChatGPT and Sora image generator? If it was not too much there.
ChatGPT uses GPT 4.0 for precise photorealistic images, while Sora generates images as part of its video creation capabilities.
Gotcha.
With a focus on dynamic moving visuals.
Interesting. Yeah.
Which is
I mean, I'm
related but different.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, without getting too technical, I think that's a pretty decent explanation. Right?
Yeah.
All right, ready to see some fonts? Let's see if those tools, AI tools, are efficient in identifying fonts.
Okay.
Now, let's see. Wow.
Let's see, we got a quick, I want to, let's see, we got a user here, or sorry, audience member. What I want to know is how AI will improve the quality of images. Like, will it be able to create high resolution input for use in print? Why don't we ask it? I wonder, can I copy and paste that? Oh yeah, no, it won't let me do it.
No? Is the question on the YouTube? I don't see that question here.
Yeah, it's in the YouTube chat.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that was
a copy. All right. Well, let me see if I can ask it real quick. How will AI improve quality of images? Like, will it be able to create high resolution images for use in print, which
And
are usually
oh, you got it, that part, right?
images.
72 DPI.
Well, wait a minute. I don't know if that's. Let's not.
Not any. We can start with the first. I would imagine it does. But let's see. I never use for print. I only use for digital, meaning that the image can only be used for digital use. Yeah, I often use for digital use, so that's why I think it's a very good question.
Which is higher than 72 DPI. Much higher. AI is revolutionizing image quality.
Oh, I cannot see your screen here. No, I'm not sure if I.
Thanks. Yeah, good point. AI. Yeah, so you guys can see. Sorry, let me scroll down. You can see I said, how will AI improve the quality of images? Like, will it be able to create high resolution images for use in print, which is much higher than 72 DPI, which it looks like that's. Yes, they're saying that print images would normally be 300 DPI.
So because in print, you'd need a 300 DPI for good quality, yeah.
AI images can upscale images up to 4 to 16 times their original size, enhancing resolution clarity. This is particularly useful for large format printing where the DPI dots per inch is required. Noise reduction. AI algorithms can intelligently reduce noise and gain an image, preserving natural details and texture. Color correction. AI can fine-tune colors, restoring and amplifying natural tones to make images more vivid. Detail restoration. AI can recover lost details in images, adding clarity to even the smallest elements.
So it seems like yes and more than that.
Yeah. Yes, and to be continued.
Yes.
Okay, there's a lot of detail in here.
Yeah, because I believe there it's bringing us the multiple applicabilities of AI. So it can actually, so if we get, I saw a lot of those ads where you can get a node picture and actually transform that picture in a high def picture. But when you scale the image up, it does not look good from experience.
Okay.
Yeah, those tools, I don't know how are they today. I saw something about that, which that's precisely what it does. Because yes, when we scale, it start getting some noise there. That is true. But some AI is trying to fix that when it scale, it enhances the quality. They're not there yet though. A couple tools that I use, Pixelmator Pro. I don't remember if Photomator has that. And just like what's the other one? The Photoshop. This is our experience too. So it fills the space, but you need to do a lot of retouching or refinement. Yeah. So those questions, they're very good. They are tools. I have not used those tools that they come with the promise that uses AI just to enhance the quality of images, just for that. On what I tried on Pixelmator Pro and Photoshop, they're not there yet. They make the same promise. They have the specific tool. Let me see. Since I like that question, let me try. I believe it's Photomator Pro. I want to even show, if I may.
Yep, we got you on share as soon as you pull it up.
Yeah, so let me no, if you can interact a little bit, I just need to find the tool and
Sure. Let's see. We got another question here. Also, does not take care of banding that happens within the image. Banding. Yeah, I guess that would be kind of like striations in the image. I don't know what causes banding, or even how that's dealt with.
Now, that person is an expert on graphic design, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Bending. Take care of bending that happens within the image. Bending. Yeah, I also don't know what the bending means. I mean,
well, let's ask it too.
Oh yeah.
How does
my experience go as far as noise, which it means like those many dots.
High res. Various techniques. What is banding? That's what answers my question. Banding refers to visible uniform stripes or bands of color in an image, often caused by gradual transition between colors, insufficient color depth or precision, compression artifacts. AI-powered banding reduction. So let's see. It employs dithering, noise injection, color grading, and generative models.
Yeah, so they do have the promise there. I did not experience yet though. Here, let me share my screen now. Let me try to show. I found it.
Okay.
And I believe you guys gonna be able to see. Let me see if I'm able to share there you go. So okay, so I got the two here. Tell me if you can see
I'm not seeing it yet. There we go. It just popped up.
So this is the Photomator. I overall enjoy the tool. Lots to be done yet. But here, so do you guys? Oops. Okay, now I'm back to the tool. So do you see the tool, and do you see this bar up here where my mouse is?
I see the bar. Yeah. I don't see your mouse.
No. So you see the orc there. So this is an orc, a peon. From the Warcraft game, Warcraft 3.
Gotcha.
Right? Do you see that I have scroll down here some options? Do you see that I'm going through some options?
And I can see your cursor now.
Awesome. So here they have this option, super resolution, right? So let's see what super resolution does with the image. So you see the promise is there, but for me, it done nothing. It brought me the line, which is pretty cool, but what do you tell me about this? Do you see a super resolution there, Noah?
I'm on my end. I don't know if it's an update thing. I don't see any difference when all I see is the line moving back and forth.
Right. So the promise is here. You know, exactly.
Yeah.
So the promise is here. This is supposed to bring a super resolution.
Where's the beef?
Right? No beef. It's just a smell, you know. But I think that kind of answers. Let's see the denoise. We do have the tool named denoise.
Our viewers said they don't see a change either.
Exactly. So if I try denoise, let's see if it's gonna, because it's pretty noisy here. So the promise is here. Let's see. I move the line. I see nothing as well. Yeah. So the promise is here. I do want to see the result.
Promises.
Yes, promises. So I do want to see the result. We are not there yet. There are tools that only do that, because Photomator edit photos overall. It does a wider range of functions. But there I saw tools I did not try that their only promise or the only appeal is to work on resolution. I have not tried those yet. All right, so time went by flying.
Yeah, man.
And
what the heck?
Yes, I loved it. Today specifically, since we might leave the fonts for another day, because I want to bring up the script that I talked with you guys earlier, because this excited me, and I even want to kind of work in a different channel about script AI, movies. I started with photographies and AI overall and videos, but I also want to work a little bit more for on the script and film production. So with that, well, our next step here it's gonna be to see if ChatGPT can give me a good pitch or proposal for an early elaborated script that I have created. Does that make sense, Noah?
Totally.
So what I'm gonna do at this moment, let me share the screen that I think that's gonna be interesting. All right. And I'm sharing the screen of ChatGPT. So what I've basically done, and this is something that I think ChatGPT is very successful at, and I believe Grok is gonna get there eventually. I tried a couple times with Grok, but I hope they're gonna get there. There are a couple others, but ChatGPT is still kind of the easiest to work with, at least for my experience, right? So here what I've done is drag and drop. I just dropped a script with 30 pages that I elaborated, and this is on script format, even though it is on PDF, but the script structure. So I'm gonna ask, create a proposal without spoilers of this script for a film company. Should I add anything here? Well, I think it's pretty clear. So create a proposal without spoilers of this script for a film company. Make sure it has chances to succeed.
Yeah, I think that'll work.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's see how quickly reading documents. So that's pretty quick. So the name of the script is Terran, and the reason here I got really excited is because I said that I watched a movie this weekend, and it has some very good similarities with the script that I wrote. That I indulged
You did mention that, yeah.
I mentioned that.
You did.
Indulged myself in the thought that hey, there might be something there. So it gave me some info here: science fiction, psychological drama, target audience 16 plus. Even though I worked with variations to make one for overall audiences and one for 16 plus audience. So concept overview. So you're gonna be the big business here, Noah.
Okay.
Concept overview, and I believe I'm gonna be brief here, even though it made such a great job in bringing a very concise work. So concept overview. Terran is a visceral science fiction drama set in a distant future, and I have to tell to our public, guys, like, subscribe. That helps us a lot. And I move on over here. Terran is a visceral science fiction drama set in a distant future. Oh, and by the way, if this bringing memory any movie, recent movies, just write on the chat for us. We're gonna read that. Terran is a visceral science fiction distant future where human resilience and scientific ambition collide with the primal force of alien evolution, blending tight psychological tension with large-scale cosmic mystery. The story follows a pioneering scientist caught between survival, sacrifice, and the unraveling of the very forces that define consciousness, war, and love. This is not just another alien encounter. It's a philosophical voyage into humanity's deepest drives, hindered through a claustrophobic, character-driven thriller that unfolds across cosmic frontiers. Damn, hope the script rises to the promise.
Yeah.
Wow.
Better than the resolution tool.
Better than the resolution tool. That is true. So far, tempting?
Yeah, very
Yeah.
much. I'm interested.
Oh, all right. Key selling points: visually rich and atmospheric, with opportunities for minimalistic sets and intense CGI moments that are budget flexible yet immersive. I'm not sure if it's that budget flexible, but hey, it might be.
Yeah, that's actually what I really like about this process, right? AI is going to suggest things. Some of it you may agree with, some of it you may not, but it will make you think about things, and it's a great place to start, and then sort of shape, what it's produced into what you specifically want.
Hmm. Exactly. It's like the brainstorm aspect of it, right? It does bring that.
And it cracks me up. I love how it puts the little icons next
Yes,
to
I
each
saw
one of
that.
those
Yeah.
things. It could be corny, but it's also kind of neat. Like it,
It's so funny you said that because I thought precisely that contrast of corny. I did not brought it up, but I was going to say, of course, I'm not going to use this on a for a big
yeah.
producer pitch, right? If it's a writing work, but yeah, I like it has that contrast.
You do feel like you're kind of working with a buddy, on collaborating on
So,
brainstorming kind of stuff, right?
yeah,
So
good point. So hard sci-fi meets psychological intensity, ideal for fans of Arrival, Sunshine. I don't remember. Have I watched Sunshine, Ex Machina, and Moon? I think I watched most of those movies, but I don't remember. I remember Arrival because I rewatched not long ago. Moon, I'm pretty sure I watched. Yeah, Ex Machina. I don't think I watched. Ex Machina. I think it's an action with a woman. Is that the
and
one?
it's got a lot of AI related stuff, robots and AI. Yeah.
Mm. All right. Character first action. Emotional weight is carried not only through the sci-fi elements, but by the intellectual and emotional evolution to its lead. Built-in franchise potential, including sequel arcs and prequel content, due to its layered lore. So, due to time, I believe I'm gonna finish in here, stop in here, and I might bring that to the new. Just finish this one and the introduction of this project
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to actually continuing this in our next episode, to be
as
honest
well.
with you. Like I think this is good stuff.
Hey, that's a possibility. I can have it saved here. And because this is the franchise, I'm a big fan of the franchise, which I'm going to talk a little more with you guys, the viewers and the future viewers of the project. And I'm going to leave it for here for now. Building franchise potential, including sequel and prequel content due to its layered lore, philosophical hooks, and transmedia appeal. And that's the intention. That the intention of this script is an introduction to the world in which I plan to bring to life. All right. So we covered, that went by incredibly fast, much faster than I would expect. And it's funny because we were worried, hey, and if we finish that in
Would we
30
have
minutes. But
Yeah.
no, yeah, like this is, I really enjoyed this. Really
Well, we
enjoyed
had
the
a lot of good
process.
feedback from our audience too, which
That was amazing.
is the
Yeah.
most important thing.
Yeah, I want to say thanks for the chat. Thanks for everyone who watched, and those who are watching in the future as
a
well.
viewer just said this is really cool.
Hey, thank you. Really appreciate that. And for everyone else, make sure just to like, subscribe. You guys are the ones who are driving this forward. If you want to share with us, Noah, the YouTube links.
Sure.
And,
Yeah. So Rick and I both have individual endeavors on top of your daily AI news. We love this show, but we also have our kind of offshoots that we bring to the show.
We're starting those new endeavors, right?
Brand new. So you'll see here in the fly up, we've got film photography and AI YouTube channel and a Renegade Chronicles channel.
Mm-hmm.
So respectively, those are each of ours. And
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and paste these guys into the chat so that you can take a look at your leisure. There's no content on mine right now, but I think you have content, right, Rick?
I do. I start creating some and like brand new as well, Photomator and Pixelmator, mostly Photomator actually. Therefore, it's just a beginners. Like I would record and do the voiceover. It was not a step by step. I'm not professional in Photomator. It's truly a beginner's guide. But I do want to engage more on film production. AI is definitely something that promises for those who do not have the means to create something complex. It gives at least the opportunity to make a pitch, to create a project in a smaller scale as well, and so on and so forth. So I definitely want to use that for such ends. And I'm really excited by the timing right now because of what happened this weekend, and I'm really excited to go back to it. There it is.
So you guys can see
Rick Biss, film, photography, and AI.
There you go.
Yeah, so I was, you guys can see over there, I was working on the Photomator editing. And if you want to see yours.
And yeah, mine doesn't have any content, but I've got some cool logos and banners that I've been working on. So, and actually, interestingly enough, I worked heavily with LLaMA AI to generate the logo, and it was interesting. I was able to use ChatGPT because the logo, when it was generated, selected the font, and I had no idea what font that was. So I just pumped that image back into ChatGPT and said, hey, what font is this? And it was able to pinpoint it for me so that I could use it to create other pieces of graphics.
Yeah, so that was something that we would work on it today, demonstrate to you guys. But
we ran out of time.
But only today. We definitely want to have longer podcasts. And I speak on my name, and Noah might be like, what is he talking about? Noah said, I cannot think of a 2-3 hours podcast. Hey, pretty soon you're going to be on the 4th hour and say, whoa, that went by fast.
We're going to be like the Jerry Lewis fundraisers at some point. Yeah, we just have to figure out a way to get you guys to donate money to us. That's all.
Yeah. I watched like, not that I watched the whole thing, but I saw a 12-hour podcast. So the guy was and we have a new comment here. Fonts, good topic. Yeah.
Clearly a graphic designer in the audience.
Yeah. Font.
Which is perfect. That's what we're talking about. So
yeah.
Imagine that.
Awesome. Hey, anything else to add? I think it was an incredible episode.
I think we're good. Thank you so much for watching the show and sticking with us here. We're looking forward to episode 5. We'll have some good content. And actually, if you want to email us, I should type that in before we.
You have the email on the underneath there.
Oh yeah, you can see it. It's yourdailyainews@gmail.com. Just email us anything you want us to dig into. We love good challenges.
Yeah, I might enter in 10:30 today, right now, on the Rick Biss channel, Photography and AI, Film Photography and AI, to give continuity on the topic. But it's going to be saved over there. No hurry, no rush to fall over there. Hey.
All right.
Thank you all.
Thanks
Thank you,
a lot,
Noah.
everybody.
See you all next time.